In the world of New York real estate, where skyscrapers touch the clouds and deals are made in the blink of an eye, a recent drama has unfolded that has everyone talking. It involves an iconic building, a high-stakes auction, a failed deposit, and a lawsuit that could change the face of the city's architectural landmark. This isn't just a story about bricks and mortar, it's a tale of ambition, controversy, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. Rising amidst the urban tapestry of New York City is the historic and yet awkward-looking Flatiron Building. Immersed in its unique identity, this historical structure symbolizes a distinctive chapter of architecture. An irreplaceable building etched into the cityscape at the intersection of Fifth Avenue and Broadway. Yet, the seemingly calm veneer of this timeless landmark belies a storm of controversy, a saga of ownership disputes that ripple through the corridors. Why has this monument become the center of such contention? Today, we unravel the enigmatic tapestry of the Flatiron Building, diving headfirst into its history, exploring its architectural charm, and navigating the tumultuous waves of disputes that have sought to redefine its future. But remember, this isn't merely a narrative about concrete and steel. It's a story of power, rivalry, and prestige, all set against the backdrop of this uniquely shaped architectural marvel. In the heart of Manhattan, the Flatiron Building is a testament to the ingenuity and ambition that defined the dawn of the 20th century. Constructed when skyscrapers were still a novelty, the Flatiron emerged as a symbol of a new era when New York rapidly transformed into the world's premier metropolis. At a mere 22 stories tall, it might not command the same awe as the modern-day behemoths that pierce the New York skyline. However, upon its completion in 1902, this triangular steel-framed edifice was one of the city's tallest structures. The creation of the renowned Chicago architect Daniel Burnham, the Flatiron epitomizes the Beaux Arts architectural style characterized by decorative elements, elaborate facades, and a profound sense of symmetry despite its unique angular shape. Moreover, the Flatiron Building wasn't just influential in its design, but also in its functionality. It shifted New York's urban lifestyle, accommodating a burgeoning class of office workers. As the city transitioned into the 20th century, the Flatiron set the stage for the shift from low-rise commercial buildings to high-rise offices, embodying the rise of New York as a global financial hub. The office spaces within the building are as unique as the building itself. Due to its triangular shape, each floor offers a distinct layout, presenting advantages and challenges for tenants. The interior spaces boast a charming blend of historic charm and modern amenities, creating a dynamic and inspiring work environment. The unique shape of the building was a result of an unexpected fusion of New York's rigid grid system that had to fit the angled path of Broadway. Its distinctive Flatiron shape gives the building its name, and is more than just a quirky design feature. It represents its era's bold and innovative spirit, pushing the boundaries of what was then deemed architecturally possible. Over the years, the Flatiron has become an iconic building featured in many blockbuster movies. It's a landmark, a symbol, a piece of living history that continues to define the city it graces. Its architecture has even been replicated in numerous buildings worldwide. But as we peel back the layers of its historical significance, we are led into a whirlwind of controversy that challenges the fabric of this iconic building. Beneath the charming facade of this architectural marvel, a maelstrom has been brewing. What started as a disagreement among the owners over the future of the Flatiron spiraled into a full-blown auction scandal that gripped the city and made headlines. Why auction off such an iconic piece of the city's architectural history, you might wonder? The reason for the auction lay in a bitter stalemate among the owners. 4 real estate firms controlled 75% of the Flatiron. These included JFP Real Estate, Newmark, ABS Real Estate Partners, and Sorgenti Group, while a 5th partner, Nathan Silverstein, controlled the other 25%. In 2021, the 4 minority co-owners sued Silverstein over what they alleged was his failure to lease the building following the 2019 departure of its last tenant, which occupied all 22 floors. This sparked Silverstein, who inherited the building from his father, to countersue. Unable to agree on the future course of the Flatiron Building, an auction seemed to be the only viable solution to break the deadlock. So, a judge then ordered it to be auctioned on March 22nd, 2023. But that was only the beginning of the drama that would ensue. As the stage was set for the first auction, the anticipation drew a large crowd packing the room. Unbeknownst to the owners, there was a mysterious bidder in the room called Jacob Garlick, founder of the Abraham Trust Equity Venture Fund. When the bidding round started, Jacob ran up the bid rather quickly to a spectacular $190 million. The second highest bidder, Jeffrey Gural, one of the 5 current owners, offered $189.5 million before giving up. Gural said he was not pleased with how the auction went, even saying, "I was annoyed. I never thought he'd keep going to such a high price. All he was doing was driving up the price." After the surprising win, the room buzzed with whispers and side glances. The iconic Flatiron was going to be his, or so it seemed. Jacob had to put in a 10% down payment to lock in the purchase 2 days later. But as it turns out, he failed to do so because he didn't have the funds he had so confidently boasted of. This set the stage for a lawsuit, with allegations of a fraudulent bid being flung at Garlick and many believing he was only there to gain attention for his small venture fund. And just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any more dramatic, the building was set for a re-auction. With the bitter taste of the first auction still lingering, the Flatiron was up for grabs again. This time, the stakes were even higher. To prevent the outcome of the previous auction, where the buyer failed to make the down payment, bidders were required to bring a $100,000 check to clear out unserious buyers. To no one's surprise, Jacob Garlick was nowhere to be seen. The second auction itself was also less dramatic. Gural showed up in a blue blazer, stood in front of auctioneer Matthew Manion, and methodically outbid his competitors over 20 minutes. Nearing the end, 3 bidders remained: Gural, a father and son duo, Lajos and Leon Horvath, and a mystery bidder, number 6, who asked for a recess at $156 million. But when Gural bid $161 million, the Horvaths and bidder 6 kept their paddles down. Manion, who was the auctioneer, pronounced Gural the winner. Shortly after the win, Jeff Gural spoke with reporters. He mentioned that he felt they still overpaid for the building. However, a lot less than the previous $189.5 million bid. In addition, he added that one member of his ownership group, Sorgenti Group, tried to broker a peace deal with Silverstein before the auction that would keep Silverstein a partner, but nothing came of it. With the building sold, its future still lies uncertain. The owners must now figure out what to do with the dated landmark, which has been empty since lone tenant Macmillan Publishers left in 2019. With his seasoned expertise in real estate, Gural unveiled a plan to give the Flatiron a new lease on life. The project is audacious yet respectful of the building's storied past. a potential residential conversion with ideas of making half the building residential and half office. Once a commercial hub, the iconic Flatiron was on the verge of becoming one of New York's most coveted residential addresses. However, the road to this conversion is fraught with potential challenges. The city's strict regulation and historical preservation considerations make this transition anything but straightforward. The Flatiron, being a New York City landmark and a National Historic Landmark, is protected by stringent laws that aim to preserve its historic character while allowing for modern use. The proposed residential conversion would have to strike a delicate balance between preserving the Flatiron's architectural integrity and catering to the needs of potential residents. Goral's team would need to navigate building codes, zoning laws, and the intricacies of converting a commercial building into a residential one, all the while ensuring the Flatiron's historic charm remained undiminished. The expected cost of this renovation is estimated by Goral to reach a whopping $100 million. Yet despite these hurdles, Goral's plan promises a new chapter in the Flatiron's history. Whether this iconic building, steeped in history and controversy, will weather the change is yet to be determined. From its birth as an architectural marvel to its tumultuous journey through an auction scandal, the Flatiron Building remains an enduring icon. While the recent controversies surrounding its ownership have cast a shadow over its legacy, the Flatiron stands tall amid the chaos, just as it did over a century ago. The proposed residential conversion might mark a new era for the building, a transition from a bustling commercial hub to an elegant residential icon. Yet, it will undoubtedly continue to symbolize the city's architectural heritage and unyielding resilience. As we close this chapter on the Flatiron Building, we are left with a sense of anticipation. How will this iconic building evolve in the face of changing times? Will it successfully transition into a coveted residential landmark, or will it face more upheavals in the future? We invite you to ponder these questions and join us in this ongoing dialogue. Share your thoughts, engage in the discussion, and let's continue to explore the fascinating journey of the Flatiron Building together. This is not just a story of a building, it's a story of New York itself, its evolution, its triumphs, and its challenges. And as the city continues to write its history, the Flatiron Building will undoubtedly remain an integral part of its narrative. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and most importantly, stay engaged.